Gianandrea Noseda is here. I'm Jim Cunningham from Classical QED 89.3. It's great to have you for two terrific pieces, the Liszt Faust Symphony, which we have very seldom at Heinz Hall, and the Symphony Espagnole with a great superstar, Joshua Bell. Welcome back, Maestro.
Thank you.
Now, the Liszt Symphony, why isn't it done more often? This is an orchestral rarity.
I don't know why Faust Symphony never got the position to be considered a repertoire piece for the great orchestras. Because personally, I consider Faust Symphony one of the best symphony ever written. Seriously, I think there is a lot of fantastic music. I cannot imagine Wagner and Bruckner without this symphony. I cannot, or probably, and Mahler. All three composers, Mahler, Bruckner, and Wagner, will be probably perceived differently without this symphony, the Liszt Faust Symphony. I think it's full of imagination from the start, the opening bars, where there is almost a prelude of the 12-tone technique.
You've thought a lot about Liszt. You've recorded his tone poems.
I did. I'm a big fan of Liszt, I have to say. I'm a big supporter of his. And I think he's very, not neglected because everyone knows Liszt, but a little bit underrated, I think, as a composer. So I wish with all the recording I've done, when I can, I also try to perform both symphonies, the Faust and the Dante. But you know, to perform successfully and with a lot of energy and just to convey all this enthusiasm to the audience, you need super quality virtuoso orchestra. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It calls for the best orchestra in the world. I consider Pittsburgh Symphony one of the best orchestra in the world. That's why when I come here, when I was asked, what do you want to do? With this orchestra, after 10 years, almost 10 years relationship, I would like to present Faust Symphony.
You have one of the great superstars of the violin world, Joshua Bell, joining you for Frenchman Edouard Lalo and his Symphony Espagnole with great Spanish tunes by way of a Frenchman. This is a tremendous piece for the violinist to show off.
I'm happy to have Joshua with me, just sharing the podium and the stage of Heinz Hall, because he's a fantastic showpiece for a great soloist. I mean, among the best soloists, and Joshua is one of those, and I will have the pleasure to make music with him after 3 or 4 times, so I looking forward to that, because he's also very natural. I find Joshua very natural in the way he presents music, and what I also try to do is not to sound eccentric. I want to show different types of things from a piece of music, but not in an eccentric way, not because it's different from someone else has been doing all his life. And Joshua has this kind of fantastic ideas, very personal, interpretative way to make phrases, but in a way he conveys these ideas in a very natural way. So I'm really looking forward to make music with Joshua.